How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I have for you all the 95 overall Wade Davis debut. I unlocked this card by completing the signature team moments. I'm going to be trying to use him in this game of ranked seasons. We are going up against a pretty good opponent. He has a very similar record to me, a decent record at about 2 wins to about 3 wins to every loss. And so we're going to have a tough matchup. He also has the Cole Hamels as well, the recent 7th inning program 200-star reward. And I'm using one of my favorite pitchers, Zack Greinke. He has Honus Wagner as well. This guy definitely has a lot of cards in the game. And we're going to go ahead and hop right into this one. He starts off the game with a base hit from Honus Wagner, 96 speed on first base. That's a big-time threat to steal second. I am using my creative player behind the dish specifically because of that. But he sends one into the gap with Willie Mays, and that's easily going to allow him to score the run from first. I mean, 96 speed, it will be a close play at the plate, but he slides in there safely, no tag even at all. And I figured as soon as that ball was hit, he was going to score that run. But we are facing Cole Hamels, Lou Gehrig up at the plate with 2 down, ripping a base hit up the middle, trying to get a 2-out rally going. And I definitely started off slow with the bats in this one. Had a couple bad at-bats to start the game off, and then just missed that one there with Rogers Hornsby and popped it up. I was looking for a pitch outside on the outer half, and I missed it. I got under it, but this opponent was definitely on the baseball right away to start this game off. I could tell he was a really good player just by the way he was approaching his at-bats and the way he was attacking the zone with his pitches. I wasn't able to get anything going really. We're in the 3rd inning now, fast forward a little bit, and Willie Mays is smacking one into the gap for an extra base hit. I thought about holding up at 2, but I figured down a run with 2 outs, I was going to try and take the extra base. That way I could score on a bloop hit. I know 92 speed is pretty good, but this guy also has a really good outfield. We pretty much have the same outfield, but he does have Griffey in left field. I've recently swapped Griffey out with Ty Cobb, just like using him every now and then as well. So later on in the game, the guy had bases loaded. I'm trying to get a double play ball. We have 1 out. I was unable to capitalize earlier on and with Lou Gehrig the last inning, so now I'm trying not to go down by a bunch of runs. He had a chance to break the game open right there. We get the double play from Buster Posey. Zack Greinke and his diamond fielding comes into play right there, but then Honus Wagner and his diamond fielding comes into play right here. I don't think any other shortstop makes this play. Rogers Hornsby running down the first base line there. He's not the slowest guy, but he was out by a step and a half right there. But I haven't been able to get anything going in this game so far. Only 2 hits. The opponent does have 6 hits. I've been able to pitch out of a nice jam, as well as I've had a couple opportunities to get something going. I've squared up the ball here and there, but I have had some poor at-bats. I haven't really had the greatest eye in this game. I've been swinging out a lot of bad pitches, but it is what it is. Later on in this one, George Brett makes this remarkable play. I have no idea how that even happened, but he makes a diving stop on Honus Wagner and doubles him up. So that's a nice way to get that going on defense, and then start up the following inning with the base hit. So we get our 3rd base hit of the game, looking to get something going in this inning. I mean, 50-something pitches in with Cole Hamels is going to be easier to hit as this game moves on. But Roberto Alomar is sending one to right field. That one's also going to fall right in front of the outfielder. So back-to-back base hits that just bloop in. It wasn't really the greatest swing, but I'm going to go ahead and pinch hit Frank Thomas and try to drive in one of these runs. Pinch hit for the pitcher right away, even though it's only the 5th inning. I'm going to go ahead and do so because I'm down in this game. I have an opportunity to break this game open, and I swung a little bit late on that swing right there with Tony Gwynn. Sent it out to left field, trying to tag up to score this run, and just barely get in safely. With 69 speed, George Brett is safe at home. We have Willie Mays up facing a lefty. I'm looking to do some damage, and I squared that one up. Send that one up the middle for a base knock. That's going to score another run. Only 49 speed on first base. I probably could have used a pinch runner in this situation, but I didn't really want to waste anybody else this early in the game. I'm looking to try and continue the rally, continue to knock base hits, and trying to put the ball in play. Because earlier in the game, I had an opportunity to score a couple runs or score a run, and I ended up hitting a ball in foul territory that resulted in an out. So I'm trying to have a better approach, take more pitches at the plate. I was able to do so and draw a walk there with Rogers Hornsby. He actually walked in a run. And then I got a little aggressive, swinging at the first pitch right there against with Ty Cobb against Cole Hamels, and it did drive in a run. But then very next batter, Pablo Sanchez, I also squared this one up. I wanted to take you guys slow motion with this swing because there are 2 outs, so I won't be able to see the feedback. But I really felt like I was on this baseball. I was under it even, and it resulted in a line drive out, and that cost me 2 runs right there. It is what it is. I didn't go into slow motion to complain about it. I just wanted to provide that as an example. Sometimes you get rewarded on late hits, bloop hits, and then sometimes you square up the ball completely and you don't get the result that you're looking for. Sometimes it happens with 2 outs and you're unable to see the feedback, and then sometimes it happens the very next batter to start the next inning off, and you can see a very similar hit that when you're early okay, I was actually on top of that one, and it resulted in a line drive. So that's going to happen at times. I tried to be aggressive right there, steal second base, kind of do a hit and run with Piazza up at the plate, and I ended up running myself out of the inning as well. So try to be aggressive, try to tack on a couple more runs. I don't think any lead is safe against a player like this. I mean, this guy is a good opponent. He's having some good at-bats. He's squaring up the ball. He's able to hit pitches that are out of the zone for base knocks and get some seeing eye singles as well. I mean, some of the good contact that he had, he didn't get rewarded, and some of the contact that was a little bit weaker, he was able to get some hits on that. So the game is playing for both sides. Both players at times are going to get rewarded on worse swings than others, and that's just the way it is in this game. But he is able to send one into the gap. I got the back pick at the guy on second base. That's a big out because that is the tying run. It's a 4-3 game now with 2 outs, and we're going to go ahead and bring in Wade Davis. He's now making his debut in a big-time situation. I mean, he gave up a leadoff base hit there to Tony Gwynn, but we're facing Honus Wagner. I'm going with the cutter outside. I want this pitch out just off the plate so he can kind of reach for it. Sometimes they get an early base hit and pull it, and it results in a pulled off base hit, but that's the result I was looking for right there. Get the fly out from Ty Cobb. He's able to make the play. Line out with Willie Mays. I was a little bit late on that. If I pulled that baseball down the left field line, could have resulted in a home run easily, and would have gave me an extra run of insurance. As you might not be able to see the feedback, just late but good contact. It was hit over 100 miles an hour, but right to the center fielder. I did not swing with just early feedback, and that would have been a home run. But anyway, we have Lou Gehrig up at the plate, trying to have a better at-bat. I just wanted to mainly put clips in this video of high-action plays. I wanted to provide a couple examples of what I saw, but Lou Gehrig is tacking on one more run there, making it a 5-3 game, but we still have 6 outs to get. I'm going to leave Wade Davis in for at least the 8th inning. I'm going to try and get through this one and see if he can close it out because I only threw a couple pitches with him in the 7th. I know that he's going to be able to go at least 1 and possibly even pitch the 9th inning. But I don't want to get too greedy with him or else I'm going to lose the game because I leave him in for too long. And sometimes that can happen with some relievers. This is a guy that I just recently got, so he is going to have fresh stamina. He has maxed out stamina when he's entered into the game, and I'm looking to use him for a nice debut in this video and try and use him for a few innings. But the opponent right there almost hit a home run. That would have made it a 1-run game. He was able to get a base knock, and I had an opportunity to tie the game with Rogers Hornsby, but we got out of it. Then the following inning, I squared this one up with Ty Cobb. I have no idea how I didn't hit this one out. If I swung a little bit earlier, I might have been able to pull it out for a home run. But at the same time, I know I hit it to center field, so that's probably why it didn't go. I mean, it still hit to the wall. Willie Mays made a remarkable play and ran into the fence there, catching the baseball. But we hit the ball right in this inning, squared it up a couple times. It's at the bottom of the 8th inning, so this is a huge inning to kind of expand the lead. It's the last chance unless he is able to tie the game up and we try and walk it off. But Wade Davis is still in the game. I probably should take him out right at this point. After getting the first out of the inning, he's already pitched a 1 2/3 innings. He's now going for his second full inning, and in this game, you don't really want to leave your relievers in for more than this, but I tried to challenge Buster Posey there with a sinker low and away. He hits it into the gap, and now he brings in Carlos Gonzalez. I left Wade Davis in only because I know that this guy also has Frank Thomas on his bench, and it does not matter. He ties the game up. I completely blew it. That is a big-time yikes from Wade Davis right there, but that's 100% my fault. That's not on him. I have to look to walk the game off and try and earn him the victory in this game now that he just blew the save because I left him in for too long. But we have Tony Gwynn up at the plate, bottom of the 9th inning, a 3-0 count, and I swung at a pitch that is probably ball 4, and more than likely would have been called ball 4, But we have Willie Mays up. It was good. It was underneath the zone, and I was trying to hit the ball through the left side. But I was able to knock a base hit. It's going to be a play at the plate to walk the game off. And I had Joe Morgan on the bench to pinch run, and I didn't bring him in, and that's 100% on me once again. Could have easily won the game. Just like that, bring in Billy Wagner, and he smacks a no-doubter out with Griffey. I completely blew it. I could not believe what had just happened. And now we're facing Willie Mays. I figured I would just leave in Billy Wagner, and he smacks that one out as well. So it's looking like a big-time L in this one, and that's the way the game can go. I mean, this game's on All-Star, so with the newest patch, doesn't really affect this too much. I'm going to try and still have a chance to tie this game up, send it into extra innings. But back-to-back home runs in the top of the 10th inning is really unfortunate after having a couple chances, couple opportunities to tie the game up. However, we do have a chance to walk the game off now. I mean, 2 back-to-back base hits from Hornsby and Ty Cobb. We have George Brett coming up to the plate, and he got me to chase. I was looking for a pitch up in the zone. I felt like he was going to challenge me there, and he throws one just above it, and I lost this one. I mean, 7-5. What a great game, though. It was a really fun game to play, and it was just a tough way to lose. But it is what it is. I'll bounce back and try and get the next one. But I did take back-to-back losses using the Tigers build as well as using this team. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Peace out.